Good morning, guys. It's still morning for a little while, at least, and we'll use the term good loosely there. Woke up, unfortunately, with a bit of a headache this morning, but we are dealing with it. Attacked it with ibuprofen and Tylenol, and it's slowly starting to ebb off. There's a part of me that's convinced I've had a migraine for the better part of a week now, and I don't have the medication to deal with that. So I've been taking ibuprofen and Tylenol occasionally, and it's pretty much keeping things at bay. But we are surviving. In an unsurprising turn of events, Google has updated the Google Plus interface, so I'm checking it out. And like I said, unsurprising, I'm not a huge fan. They've made some really weird changes, things that just don't work particularly well. You can't drag and drop images to upload them anymore. There doesn't seem to be any more click here to read more or click here to open the list of comments. Now it's like you click on a comment, it opens the entire list of comments. Just the way to interact with it is really confusing. I'm seriously tempted to click that back to classic G Plus thing, but I know good and well they're gonna go to this anyway, so there's no reason to get myself locked into the old way of doing things. In other news, I think I've made a bit of a decision. As I've been telling you guys, I've been doing lots and lots of headphone reviews and USB charger reviews and accessory reviews, things like that, and that is great. I'm definitely not complaining about having the opportunity to do that kind of thing, but I think I've done it a little too much. I think it's actually detracting from the channel. It's not helping the channel in any way, other than the occasional, oh wait, this is an item on Amazon, somebody clicked on it and went to Amazon and bought something and I got a couple of dollars. Woo! So beyond that, and as far as actually helping the channel grow, I need to definitely move back in the direction of doing the traditional tech review thing. Reviewing phones and tablets and quadcopters. Quadcopters actually don't even help the channel grow. It's just something that I like to do that's kind of fun. And 3D printing. 3D printing really did help the channel when I was doing it, but primarily kind of focusing on the phones and tablets thing. I'm milling about in the kitchen because lunchtime. But as I mentioned last night, I have started working on the OnePlus 2 review. I've started thinking about my Nexus 5X review, but not actually doing anything with it yet. And the Droid Turbo is probably going to be the first one I try to get done, simply because, like I said, it has a deadline. It has to go back sometime this week, probably. And actually, I think I've only got one other video that's a sponsored video that I need to finish up and need to get uploaded. Probably should have had it done earlier this week, but just so many other things going on, I got behind. And it's not something that really should take that long to do. I just haven't done it. Just to go ahead and share along with you, there's a company that makes a product called the Cherry Power Card. It's a little wallet-sized USB charger, but they're making a new product that instead of just being a wallet-sized charger, it's actually a smart wallet. It's not a charger, just a wallet, but it's a connected wallet. It's got a CR2032 battery in it. It can detect when things are in the pockets and communicate with your phone to let you know when you've taken your passport or your credit card or your ID or some sort out of the wallet for too long. Sounds like really cool stuff. They're just starting an Indiegogo or Kickstarter campaign, can't remember which, but I'm gonna be doing all that, taking that and putting it into a video and including a giveaway for one of the Cherry Power Cards. I don't have that, they're doing that, and that is actually a sponsored video that I'm working on. But as a result of that, I will presumably end up with one of the Wally smart wallets at some point that I can do a full review of. So again, that moving forward helps to grow the channel just a little bit, helps to promote the channel, and my food is done. And actually, after that video is done and uploaded and approved and everything, I think I'm gonna take a bit of a break from doing any sort of sponsored videos. I know nobody's gonna complain about that. There's not really a huge difference between normal content I post and sponsored content, other than I get a little bit of money direct from the company for talking about their product. It doesn't really affect the content of the video. It doesn't affect my opinion or my review. What it might impact, what it might change in the slightest, is just the amount of time that I take and spend on the video to try to make sure that it is high quality. For example, the Sensi Wi-Fi thermostat video, that took a little while. That took a little bit of production. It wasn't a difficult process or anything, but just more filming and more time invested. And yes, I was compensated by Emerson for doing it, and they did provide me with that thermostat, so that's awesome. But there's just so much pressure involved in it. I think I'm actually gonna stop for that reason. I'll keep an eye out on the sites just to see what opportunities come up, and if there's something that's just amazing, I might, but it's not something I'm gonna really actively be searching out anymore. Because I've been searching them out pretty actively for the last few months, just trying to make the channel a little more profitable, especially in the wake of XDA cutting back so much on the amount of videos that we make, cutting back to up the quality, not necessarily cutting back to hurt us in any way. I gotta eat my food, it's getting cold. Well, that's pretty interesting. I just saw an article pop up, I think it was on Engadget, I don't know. It was about the fastest consumer, just got a message, fastest consumer available processor in the world. It's like the Intel Extreme 5960X. However, as a part of that article, they were talking about tuning it, and they talked about tuning it using the Intel Extreme Tuning Utility. I did not know this existed, so I downloaded it. And right now it's running a benchmark on my system. After that, it has a button that says overclock system. And then you can see the performance improvement as a result of the tuning that it does. There's also an advanced tuning section that will go through and tune your cores, your graphics, your memory. Don't think this is actually going to be able to do anything for me because I don't have ultra fast overclocked memory type stuff. I just have 1600 RAM, which I think is the standard for this one. But I guess we're going to look at it and we're going to see. Might be good until my new desktop gets here to be able to give myself a little bit of a boost when it comes to rendering, if this works. Actually, now that I've had my lunch, I figured I'd have a little bit of a snack, so I'm gonna try... I made a mess. Anyway, I'm gonna try out this stroopwafel that came in the munch pack. So let's see how this is. It's chewier than I thought it would be. That's really good. It reminds me of something. Can't put my finger on it though. Well, a little benchmark thing ran, 710 marks. There we go. And it says the processor core ratio is 36, and that's not changeable. So apparently overclocking is not something that's gonna happen on this machine, at least not in its current setup. That might have to do with the RAM speed, it might have to do with something in the BIOS, I really don't know. And I've got another machine on the way, so we're not gonna worry about it. Well, that was fun, and something that I haven't done in a while. My hair's messed up now, that's okay. Took out the 2 quadcopters that I had come in recently, took them both out and flew them. Literally about 10 minutes invested there. Tried out the cameras on both of them, flew them as hard as they could fly. Not bad, not bad. Welcome home. Good day.
It wasn't bad.
A day that was a day.
Ow, it was work.
Wherein day things happened.
I have a boo-boo and it hurts really bad.
Oh no. Is it? All right, now Christina's saying dangerous things. We've been in this house for a few years now. We love this house. It's in a great area. We love our neighbors and everything, but we have always wanted to build our own home. And so we've been kind of going back and forth on that. And there are some lots here in town that we could technically pick up probably pretty cheap because I think they're foreclosed. And she just came in here with an idea that might make this thing actually happen. Basically suggesting that we build the house the way that we want it, we have the right amount of bedrooms, the right bedroom layout. When we've been discussing it before, she wants a master bedroom on the main floor, which is what we currently don't have. We had it at our last house, but we don't have it here, and we, in talking about a new house, we were talking about not doing that because I would need to have a place for an office in the house. But then she suggested, well, if we're doing this, if we're building it all, or having somebody build it, we could technically do a house with a garage and everything, and then a second detached garage where basically you would have something kind of like this, you know, just a 2-car garage sitting a little bit away from the house with an apartment over the top of it. So I would have that with an office and a bathroom and a closet and whatever else I needed in there. So I could put like a wiring closet in there for all the servers and network management stuff, soundproof the main room for an office/studio, and then when I'm done filming or working on my day job stuff for the day, come back into the house. Have laptops and tablets and Wi-Fi set up and everything in the house. Oh, that's ridiculously tempting. And looking at just this one in particular, the loft area of this would be about 700 or 800 square feet, whereas the office that I'm in right now, I think is something like 375 square feet. So it would be like twice the size of the room that I'm currently in. I would lose a little bit of that to bathroom and some to potential closet, but still, that's an awful lot of space away from things that I could have soundproofed so I could make videos anytime, day or night, and also be able to get away to do day job type stuff. For example, if Christina and or Duncan and or new baby were at home for a little while, I wouldn't necessarily have to worry about going back and forth and, hey, I'm trying to get my job done, I can't get my work done, things like that. It's too tempting. And I had completely forgotten Duncan starts his basketball league tonight, so we have to head over there in a little while. And actually, since it's going to be at the YMCA, I think I'm going to go ahead and get myself dressed to go and run. So while we're there, I can use the gym, I can work out, get a little exercise in. Haven't done that entirely too long. But for now, food. I was telling them about your terrible, horrible ideas, all the dangerous things that you're suggesting that we do.
I know, I'm gonna make him have house building fever now.
Foods.
I just think he would really enjoy having that kind of space.
Potentially. All done. That didn't take long, like 3 minutes or something. And they're
hot. Yeah, they're hot.
Hot, good, toasty, bubbly, tasty. So, you're gonna eat it? Somebody in the comments, I think it was Saran was asking. We definitely are big fans of Cadbury chocolates.
Yes, we are.
This should be no exception. Chocolatey. That's just dairy milk, so it should just be chocolate. Just plain old chocolate. Chocolate. What's inside of it? Anything? Just chocolate. Chocolate with chocolate inside. Very chocolatey chocolate with all of the chocolateness.
Very good.
So, Oh. Oh. Nom, nom. Mm-hmm. Yep, that was very much like chocolate. Very good.
Is chocolate inside of chocolate?
No, it's just chocolate.
It's just chocolate.
It's plain old chocolate, but it tastes different. It kind of reminds me of Advent chocolate.
A little bit. Oh.
Apparently he liked it. So it's a resounding thumbs up. Good stuff. All right, time for him to head to basketball. I've got to grab myself a water because I'm going to try to exercise while I'm there. Well, I'm sweaty and gross. Ran for about a half an hour.
Did you have super fun out there?
It was like 6:30 to 7:30.
Yeah.
And we're home and we're done and I'm sweaty and I smell bad. Time for a shower. Are you sweaty and do you smell bad?
No.
No. You must not have played very hard. Did you have fun with your first basketball? Did you have fun with your first basketball practice?
Yeah.
Yeah. Got a lot to learn.
Work on dribbling.
Yeah. I assume you didn't have a whole lot of fun with his first basketball practice?
It was loud.
Yeah, sure it was. Well, I'm clean, but I'm exhausted. So much so that the camera was sitting like over there, and I almost just said, forget it. First time I've run entirely too long, but needed to happen. I think it was about 2.5 miles, about 30 minutes. So definitely not where I have been in the past, but it's a step. Every step is a step along the way. If I can make myself do it, I'm gonna go ahead and start working on video for that. I think that's the last accessory that I've got coming in, and it's one I am kind of excited about, but I think I'm actually overdoing headphones and batteries and chargers and stuff at this point. However, I did take, when I went to the gym to work out there where Duncan was having his basketball practice, I took 3 pairs of sport earbuds. I took the Impal Magneto headphones, I took the Soundpeats Q9A, and the QY8, whichever brand that is. And they all definitely got the job done. They have their ups, they have their downs, and I'll put all that into the videos whenever I end up making the videos for those. Now that I've run in them, I feel qualified to go ahead and make the videos about them, even though I can't really speak much to the battery life, just because when I wear Bluetooth headphones, I generally don't wear most of them long enough to thoroughly test the battery life out. You know, I'll put them on, I'll run in them, I'll put them down. I'll put them on, I'll listen to something on my computer, I'll take them off. And that's about that. I don't, routinely keep track of exactly how long they've lasted. I'm a bad tech reviewer in that aspect. Same sort of thing with cell phones. Generally, I'll pay attention to how the battery life is at the end of the day, and then I'll charge it overnight. They're like with the Droid Turbo, I've just sort of left it alone. When I'm using it, I'll use it the whole day, and then if it's got battery life left at the end of the day, I'll usually leave it alone because I can charge it up pretty quick the next day if I need to. But I definitely need to just go to bed. It's only like 8:20 and I need to go to bed. But after Duncan goes to bed, I think Christina and I may cuddle up on the couch and watch Jack's Film's new video. YGS 100 is now out. We've been waiting months and months for it. Christina loves Jack's Film. She loves his Your Grammar Sucks videos, and this one is an hour long. So if you haven't seen it yet, definitely go check out his channel, check out the video. Not that I'm going to help him out in any way. He's going to get millions of views on that. We did it. We watched Your Grammar Sucks 100, and I'm wearing a robe because I'm an old man. I was super cold. A robe and slippers. And she's watching basketball now.
Yes, I watched basketball a little bit in between of the watching Your Grammar Sucks.
Because Kentucky's playing, and Kentucky's winning, because that's what Kentucky does. And you know what, guys? I'm falling asleep. Sitting in there, I was actually starting to fall asleep watching YGS. I'm definitely falling asleep watching basketball. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up and sit here in my chair like a little old man and probably fall asleep at my desk again. Hopefully not. As always, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for spending the day with me again. We'll see you again tomorrow.